Hello and welcome to Guns and Gear. Nah, this one's not for you, buddy. Thought I would go over a nice new little pocket knife that I got 3-4 months ago actually, but at any rate I wanted to go through it with you. It's made by Wenger. It's a Swiss Army knife, and it's an awfully long one. It's the Ranger 170 or 178, I think. At any rate, I'll put the details in it. It's got a nice long blade. The blade's right at 4 inches or just under 4 inches, and it has a little opening thing on here, kind of like a Spyderco, but oh well, it's a Swiss Army knife. And it's lockable. Okay, so that comes in kind of handy. Now, other than just the pure fun of whittling on a stick, what I'm basically doing with this right here is cleaning it up a little bit, because I'm going to make a few tent stakes and kind of shore up my tarp over there, because it has been threatening thunderstorms and the wind's starting to pick up a little bit here and there. So I thought I would put out a few more guidelines. I'm going to make me some tent pegs. Alright, now the lock on this thing is actually the emblem for Wenger right there. You basically just push that in and it unlocks it's kind of like a liner lock in there right there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we'll give her a try anyway. If you can see, there's a piece of metal up under there like a liner lock. And that is the only locking tool on this. Has a pretty decent saw on it. I just saw this old limb off with it. It didn't do too bad of a job. It's not going to replace a regular packing type saw that you may bring with you to make firewood with. But for little chores like making tent pegs, it ought to do just fine. So I thought I would go through some of that with y'all. Now the key to using this darn thing is to find a nice steady surface to put it on while you're sawing. Major's over there making me a tent peg right now, or actually he's probably making me splinters, because he loves to chew on the stick. Alright, well, that looked a lot harder than it was. Bring that knife blade out. Now the steel, I don't know what kind of steel that Wenger uses on their Swiss Army knives. I know it's stainless, and some people may or may not like that. Myself, I like that. I live in a very humid area of the country, so I appreciate a little bit of corrosion resistance that stainless steel provides. I have not found it to be the inferior steel that some folks believe that knives made out of that are. And as you can see, this thing pretty daggone sharp. Alright, that's plenty. Alrighty. Now, if you're making a tent peg, you, I guess, could just basically do that right there and that would be enough. I always put a notch at the top for the string to hold on to, so it doesn't just come off the top of the peg there. Alright. Now when you're making the notch, you want you got to figure out where you want the flat side and where you want the angled side of the notch. And for a tent peg, right, the top is going to be the area where the string is pulled up to. So that should be your flat side, so it'll catch the string and won't let it get past. Now basically, how do you make a notch? Well, make myself a press cut right across the top like this right here. Okay. And then you come up under it and make an angled cut to it. And you come back on top, press cut the stuff that you just lifted up. And keep right on going. Now, for folks that are wanting to practice and get up on some of their woodsmanship or bushcrafting type of skills, I'm all for that. But I guess this is where I put the old safety disclaimer that you really got to use a knife with care. I'm a long ways away from a doctor or a hospital because quite frankly, I don't even know where one is. And I would hate to have to deal with a severe cut in the woods. So, always think about the safety because you're here to have a good time, not sit in the emergency room. Alright, that's probably good enough. And that is a proper notch for a nice tent peg for your tents or tarps or whatever you want to use it for. Clean it up a little. So when you stake that thing in the ground, you got your string pulling away. String can't go over top. Alright, that's the basic tent peg. Good tool. I guess I should go over some of the other things that are on it. I showed you the saw. Of course, it has a bottle opener, cap lifter there. And it also has I'm sorry, that's the can opener. Here's the bottle opener, the cap lifter right here. It also has a wire stripper, which I hope I don't need out here. On the back side of it. That was kind of difficult to get out. It's got an awl. Now the Wenger awl is not does not have an edge on it per se, but it does have a little eye in it. If you were trying to repair a canvas, I don't think you would need too much for like nylon tarp or anything of that nature. So you can use it like a needle. It does have a very good Phillips head screwdriver on there, and you sit there and use it like that, you can really get some torque with it. Alright, I think that's just about it. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. Excellent tool, the Wenger. And you guys take care. Thanks for watching. And shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks.